contract estimated value was $200,000. It's a 1 base year, 5 option years. I got the email, hey, you've been awarded this contract, and I wanted to do something that would not keep me in one place. I'm able to do this here from Dubai. My husband's company has no experience in government contracting, but we just got a call back. You just got to keep going.
We have Amanda all the way in Dubai with 9 Solutions LLC to talk about her recent win. Welcome to the channel, Amanda.
Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Parks. It's a pleasure.
Yes. So how did you get into government contracting, and how did you end up in Dubai?
Okay, well, I got into government contracting. Well, I'm from Atlanta, and me and my family, we moved from Atlanta to Miami in 2022. And while we were there, my husband met a guy who was telling him about government contracting, but the way the guy explained it to us was like on the subcontractor end, like he was like, oh, my husband, he's in finance and I was in cosmetology. So he was just kind of selling it to us like he could find us jobs that we could perform on and we could pay him to submit the bids. And it was kind of confusing to us. So we heard about it and we just kind of forgot about it. So fast forward to last year, we moved to Dubai in April, and I was trying to start a truck dispatching company. I wanted to get out of cosmetology. I wanted something that I could, wasn't forced to stay in one place to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to start a dispatching company, and I quickly learned that was something that I did not want to do. I learned that after COVID, a lot of truck drivers started dispatching their own trucks. So I immediately decided not to do that. So one night I was on YouTube, and for some reason your content popped up, and it was one of the videos. It said, I remember it started with, do you want to be broke or something like that? And it said government contracting. But when I saw government contracting, that's what caught my attention because I remember I heard about it. So I watched the video and I did not go down the rabbit hole that night. But I went to sleep and I woke up the next day and I told my husband, I said, I know what government contracting is. And I explained it all to him, broke it down. You made it really simple and very detailed and easy to understand. So after that, I saw the video of the guy who had, I think he got the $5.5 million contract for the veterans.
Brandon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, saw his video and I was sold.
Oh.
So I immediately started watching all of your content, but I went ahead and because my husband already had his LLC, I signed his LLC up on Sam and immediately started bidding. So yeah, that's how I got started.
But what did you start bidding on?
The first contract was for catering services for U.S. Coast Guard in Alaska. And this is a really funny story because we waited to the last minute and we were outside of the question period and we found a subcontractor, but it was a BPA. And at the time, I had no clue what a BPA was.
Yep, it's very common. Very common. All right.
Yeah, so I do know what it is now, but at the time, I did not know. So we did not end up submitting. Actually, I did submit, but I'm telling you the information was probably all over the place. I wasn't able to ask CO any questions, so I just had no hope in that one. But the second contract that I bid on was on Unison, and it was for a battery jumpstart box.
Okay.
Yeah. And I found the product, put the bid in, and I thought nothing of it. And I immediately got a call back from the CO, and he was like, hey, I wanted to know if the price that you listed, is it accurate? You didn't put any pictures. So do you have any pictures? And I was like, yes, I have pictures. So he was just like, oh, can you just text it to me? So we're on the phone. I ended up sending him the pictures. and he said, "Oh, this is not the correct jumpstart box." So, and I was like, "Well, I can find it." I was like, "I can get the right one."
Hold up, Amanda. What happened? How did you pull the wrong jump? How you pull the wrong jumpstart?
No, listen, and I have to be transparent because these are the mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes.
I make a lot of them too. I was just like, what happened?
Yeah. So they had the model number on there, but the jump starter boxes looked a lot alike.
Understood. Got it.
Yeah. So the one that I priced, it was the incorrect one. When I went back to find the correct one, the pricing just was not good. And
it's way higher.
Yes, it was.
That's why he freaked out. That's why he said, I need a photo. Because he knew that your price was not for the correct model.
Yes. So we did not get that contract.
Okay.
After getting that call, I was motivated and I said, okay, my husband's company has no experience in government contracting, but we just got a call back. So that was enough for me to know that it worked. It was good. So I started my LLC, Nine Solutions LLC, in October of last year. And I took your 5-day challenge. At the end, I was like, I got outside. I have this stuff with time and deadlines. I'm having this error. But I was outside of like the period of when you purchase for your 5-day challenge, and Melody was like, hey, this is for the next time, but I can squeeze you in. Did you want to come in down? I'm like, so I did the 5-day challenge, and after I got done, I was confident, and I was still waiting for my UEI, my case code. And once that came in for my company, I immediately started bidding on contracts. Let's talk about the win, okay?
Yeah, let's do it, because I want to know. Because this is what I want to say so far, and what I love about you, Amanda, is the fact that somebody had talked to you about it. You're like, okay, you moved to Dubai. There are people in the United States who have never left their county. You moved to Dubai. You didn't say, oh, there's a huge time difference, or, oh, I'm in Dubai, whatever. You're like, okay, let's keep running with it. You come across my content. You put in a bid, and they actually called you. So it showed, oh my gosh, this is real. Then you took a challenge. You did exactly what I talked about. Learn, apply, adjust. Learn, apply, adjust. I'm always doing stuff. I had a contracting officer write me today because of something. But that's the beautiful thing about this space, is we're never going to know everything. And so I want to commend you again, because you are doing all these things, took the challenge. So we want to know about the win, because that's why you're here, because you're a winner. So I'm excited.
I agree. Okay, so the win was actually a state contract. So my LLC is registered in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to lie, Dr. Parks. From October to April, I got tired of looking at Sam in Unison. I loved that. I was scrolling on it like it was Instagram, but I just got so tired of looking at it. And just one week, I just said, okay, you know what? I'm going to create another strategy this week. I got to go about it differently. I was submitting bids. I was not winning them, but I was getting closer. And this week, I decided to look at the Georgia procurement website. And while on there, I saw a contract for UGA catering services. So I immediately knew who to call for this job. I used to live in UGA is in Athens.
And for everybody, they may not know what UGA is. Could you?
It's the University of Georgia. It's in Athens, Georgia, and I actually lived there for 5 years. And I actually had an ex who was out there, and I thought about his cousin who had a catering company, and I called him and I said, hey, crazy story. I said, hey, I have this contract. I think it would be a good fit for your cousin. And he ended up giving me her contact. Me and her connected, and she sent all of her all the information needed from her to me. This was on a Friday, and it needed to be submitted on a Monday. I had not, and I found it like a Friday night, Eastern Standard Time. So it was after hours, and I almost did not submit because of that. I was just I have not talked to a contract officer. I have a few questions that I don't feel like I have time to ask because the deadline was that Monday. So I, just decided, okay, I'm going to put my proposal together over the weekend. I'm just going to still get all the information I need, get the pricing together. And then because the deadline ended at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time the following day, I just say, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to call the CO or the contract specialist in the morning on Monday and see if I get something. So I'm glad that I did that because I called her. She was so nice. She was very helpful, and she was glad to hear from me because she was just like, a lot of people do not submit because they are intimidated by the bidding process. So she said that, if you need any assistance throughout the way, just let me know. We ended up talking on the phone for a very long time, and it brought my confidence up. So after I spoke with her, the last thing I had to do was get a document notarized, which was really easy. So I did learn that a lot of the state contract, actually most of the state contracts, they require for you to have like an affidavit notarized to submit with your bid. So once I spoke to the CO, I went ahead and got that document notarized. All I did was get on notarize.com. They did the quick book. Yes,
them all the time.
And I was nervous too because I'm in Dubai. I'm like, how am I going to get a notarized?
As long as you got your driver's license and use a VPN, you're pretty good.
Exactly.
I use it here in Mexico.
But so got the document notarized, submitted everything, literally with 2 minutes to spare at the end of before the deadline cut off.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yes. So got it in. The following day, I got the email and she said, hey, you've been awarded this contract. I'm going to send you over the contract details and we had a win.
I'm so proud of you. What was your profit margin on the win?
It was, so I only put $3 on. So the way we priced it, it was like, she priced like per person. Like, okay, so if they had an event, this is for, it's a one base year, 5 option years. And it's for like, basically if they have any events over the year and depending on how many people are there, we charge per person. So I put like, she was charging $20 per person. I just put $3 on it.
It doesn't matter if it's 50 cents. It showed that you do it. It showed that regardless if it was Sam.gov or Georgia, you learned, applied, adjust, and you won. That's why you won. The money.
And I wanted the paying requirements too. Right. I noticed that with this, it is a proven system. So I said, the money will come. Right now, I just want to build the past performance. I want to have some credibility to show people like, hey, like I do have some experience because even though it does work if you don't, it is always better if you have some.
Yes. And it's past performance. Like you said, you got something. And the other benefit is more than likely, George is going to want to do more work with you.
Exactly. So it was the contract estimated value was $200,000.
What? Love it. Love it.
Yes. I also have to add that, just when you're very spiritual, when you believe in like just the universe and things working the way they're supposed to work, you think about things like numbers. It meant a lot to me that I got this contract on my mother's birthday. So it was a very special day. I'm very grateful. I was very grateful. It was like all the work that I had put in from the October to April. I had finally gotten something, and it showed my hard work was paying off.
Yeah, it was definitely paying off. It was meant to be.
Dr. Paris, if it took me a year, I was still. I had in my head like, okay, if this takes me 3 years to get my first contract, I'm going to keep working at this because I can see that it is a proven system. It's a proven system. You just have to apply.
Learn, apply, adjust. And that's what you did. And that's why you won. And it's no coincidence how it all turned out. Because the other thing is, people have and can and do win in a month or 5 weeks, but you still won faster than what the SBA has said. I attended an SBA event and they said on average, people win between 14 and 16 months. You won way faster than that. And most people give up. Think about New Year's resolution. Oh, it's January 1st. I'm going to start my new diet, or I'm going to change up my life. January 6th, what's happening? Done giving up all the time. So the simple fact that you're not giving up and you don't even live in the United States, to me, it just speaks volumes to you and what's to come for you. Because people always look at excuses, and you're not here looking for excuses. I can feel it in your energy. I can feel it from you. You're not. You are a go-getter.
Yes. And it meant a lot to me that, I'm here in Dubai and I'm operating this business that's based out of the U.S. because I previously was a hairstylist. I had a salon in Georgia, and even before I officially became a hairstylist, I always had in my head that my father, father's girls, you always talk about Arthur Parks.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, that gives me chills. I remember his name.
Yes. My father, he was in the military. Well, he was a U.S. Marine. So he always planted in my head, like, don't just stay in one place. Make sure you travel the world. And if you do decide to stay in one place, just make sure you go see the world. So I always had in my head that I wanted to do something that would not keep me in one place. And my dad, he passed away when I was younger too, by the way. So everything that he said to me always, it stuck with me. So I would hold on to it. And I did hair for a long time just because I was good at it, and I did grow to love it. But I always had in the back of my head that I'm going to find something else that's going to take me from behind the chair, and I will be able to travel the world like I want to. So it means so much to me that I'm able to do this, here from Dubai.
I'm excited for that. I love what you shared about your father. I love that.
Thank you.
Gosh, there's just so many places across the world. And the other thing is, on Sam.Gov, you can drill down by state and country. You can potentially bid on contracts in Dubai. You can bid on contracts in Canada. You don't have to. That's the other thing. Like, you can bid on contracts anywhere in the world. I had a woman reach out to me from Jamaica talking about opportunities that we could bid on in Jamaica. I mean, there's no shortage.
Right, exactly. Then that is my next plan. I would love to start bidding on contracts from over here, but I don't plan to just stay here. I do want to try. I want to see the world. So this is just the first stop.
Oh, good. Come here. Come to Tulum, Mexico.
Yes. See, I've been wanting to come. First of all, I've been to Mexico before. I love Mexico, but I've been wanting to go to Tulum for a long time. It's a hot spot.
Come here. Come for Tulum. I would love that visit.
Yes. I want to also talk about a few things I'm bidding on, right?
Please, by all means, we got lots of time.
Yes. So I just had a contract for tree removal that I submitted for. Also, I don't know. I think I have this thing about looking at contracts at the last minute. So I always have this hesitation. I'm like, oh, it's the last minute. We would have had to do a site visit, but I'm just like, well, go for it anyway. So I went ahead and found someone to do the job, and he went out and he did the site visit, gave me a price, and we were outbid. So we were not, this was on Unison, so we were not selected. But 2 weeks later, the contract officer reached out to me. He called me, and I didn't pick the phone up, but I ended up seeing the voicemail, and I saw the transcript, and it said U.S. Coast Guard. Give us a call back, and I was like, what? And I couldn't. I've been submitting a lot of contracts, so I couldn't think about. I'm like, what's this calling me? So I ended up calling him back, and he was like, yeah, you guys submitted a bid for tree removal. We just wanted to make sure your price is still good, and is the subcontractor still able to perform on this? And I was just like, yeah. I said, yes, hold on, wait. Let me call my subcontractor and make sure he's still able to perform, and this is a good price. I confirmed with him, and we are still waiting for the contract officer to get back to us on this. But I reached out to him, and he was just like, yeah, you guys got this contract. I'm just waiting on some higher ups to, clarify some things, or I have no clue what they're doing, but I just kind of say, you know what? Just keep bidding.
Okay, go ahead. I'm so excited.
Yes. Me too. Another one I want to mention, and this is for inspiration because we did not win this contract, right? But it was so important to me because I was hesitant in bidding on it because I was just like, okay, so the contract was for fuel, but it was for diesel fuel, but it needed to be delivered to a remote location in Alaska. So it had to be transported by air. So first of all, I said, okay, I don't even know who I would contact of who would do a service like this. But I said, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. So the first thing I did was got on ChatGPT, and I just was like, who delivers fuel by air? Or who do you ask for? So it gave me some like wording. So I started searching and I found a company, but I just kind of sat there for a moment and I was just like, I don't have the money to put up a front for this, but I don't know who would fly fuel to a remote location without being paid before. But I still contact the company. So I reached out. I spoke with a lady and we ended up on the phone for like an hour, and she was just telling me about who their competitor was, and she was willing to submit. So she gave me a price. We went ahead and submitted it. She was also telling me that it was we probably had a big chance of winning because it was not a lot of competition in the area for that.
Wow.
I did let her know that they were paying on the net 30 and that she would not be able to get paid until afterwards. And this was for like tens of thousands of dollars. And she just was like, okay, there's no problem. We submitted it and we did not win. For the competitor that she was telling me about actually won the contract. But it was a great experience for me because I just want people to know that don't let things like that stop you from bidding. Because I almost did not bid because I was just like, who is gonna what's the cost of a job like this up front, and have faith that I'm gonna pay them later.
Right.
Yeah.
And you notice it was like people do.
Yeah. Yes.
Ashley, who I interviewed, she got terms for hundreds of thousands of dollars for kitchen equipment.
Yes. And she was able, they
budgeted. Yeah, they did terms. They did I think 60-day accounts receivable with her. So I mean,
okay.
It literally varies. It's like it varies. Some companies may say no, there's something we're bidding on, and my uncle got 30-day terms for it.
Oh, nice.
And it's 6 figures.
Yeah. Yeah. So even the ones that I don't get wins, I take the lessons from it to keep me pushing and I just keep going.
Right. Which is good because you're going to keep winning because you're finding some really cool, unusual ones. And that's what's great.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I think the only thing that I want to add is that people let stuff like the what ifs and the questionables keep them from doing things. And a lot of people like to say, what if it doesn't this? And the real question, it should be, what if you don't? What happens if you don't do it? No, not enough people ask that question. So I'm just the type of person that I'm just like, okay, what do I have to lose? What's someone telling me no, or or I fail. Okay, if I fail, so what? Get back up and try again, or try something else. Switch the method, but do not let fear keep you from doing anything.
Because then it's going to creep into the delivery. Because I see that right now in a situation where it's like, well, but they asked for this, and I don't know about this, and I just was like, you got to calm down. You got to win first. You're
right.
Caught up in all these things. You got to, once you win, it's going to work out. It's completely different if you win and the catering event is in 24 hours, which also happened to something Ashley won. That's completely different. But if you win something and the type of opportunity it is, you have a lot of runway. Stop. It's the fear it's very powerful because it's not just in the, I don't want to submit. It's it's going to penetrate all of everything. And then you're going to say, oh, I won one contract, and then 4 years are going to go by.
Right. Yes, I agree. Just You just got to keep going.
Right. I love it.
I want to
Proud of you.
add that the GovCon community really appreciates you. There are a lot of people that have good GovCon content out there, but not discrediting them at all. But you definitely have your content that's on YouTube is very straight to the point. Your challenges, very straight to the point, and we can definitely appreciate that from you, because without you, and also without ourselves, and you know, pushing ourselves, we have to have that. But without you, I don't know. We're very grateful for you, Dr.
I'm very grateful to you. I'm very, very grateful to you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. It's my mission. It's my calling to teach and to put out love and light and content, all these things. So I'm grateful to you because you ran with it and you're learning, applying, adjusting. It's all on you taking the initiative. And I am grateful to you and to the community for supporting and raising up everybody. But I'm so grateful to you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I adore you, Amanda. And I'm going to just share Winner's Way book, y'all. winnerswaybook.com. Like, subscribe, hit the notification. And where can people go to contact you? Because they're going to want to know. They're going to want to reach out to you. People are going to hunt you down. How can they find you, Amanda?
They could message me on Instagram at Non-Solutions LLC. That page does not have any content on it, but they can reach me there. They can reach me on Facebook at Amanda Woolery. And they can email me at nonsolutionsllc@outlook.com.
And is it spelled out NINE?
Yes.
Okay. So please do that. Reach out. I again adore you. Y'all don't forget the book, winnerswaybook.com. Need help with proposal writing? Proposalthatwins.com. Proposalthatwins.com. Check that out for $447. And again, I can't thank you enough. And we're going to have you back because you're going to end up winning more contracts.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And everybody, as always, everything is possible. And until next time.